Is there anyone in the world who hasn't owned a pair of Nike sneakers? From the legendary Air Jordan to the iconic Air Force or the innovative running models, almost everyone has had at least one pair of these sneakers that have marked the history of sports footwear. Their striking designs, comfort, and connection to the world of sports and fashion make them, despite having a price ranging between $100 and $300, the most used sneakers on the planet. But what makes them so special and so expensive at the same time? Well, today we will travel to Vietnam, the home of the largest Nike factory in the world, where more than 100 million pairs are produced each year. There we will see how a simple design is transformed into the best-selling and most desired sneakers on Earth. From the first sketch to the production line, we will show you every step of this impressive process. But before we start, tell us, what are your favorite Nikes? Leave your answer in the comments. Now, get ready, because we are going to discover how millions of Nike sneakers are made each year. Let's begin. Step number 1. Design and planning. Before a Nike sneaker reaches the production line, it must be designed. A team of designers and sports performance experts works to create a model that is not only attractive, but also functional and high performance. Using 3D technology, they sculpt every curve and adjust every material with millimeter precision. Before manufacturing the first prototype, Nike conducts biomechanical studies with athletes and virtual tests to analyze how the foot interacts with the sneaker and how it responds to different movements. Did you know that the design process can extend up to a full year? During this time, every detail is perfected to ensure that the final product meets the high expectations of the market. But how do they make each sneaker so comfortable? The key is in the science of design. Each model must be light, flexible, and with a sole that provides perfect support. Nike experiments with different types of soles, testing their traction and shock absorption in digital simulations before physical tests. Did you know that a single model can go through more than 200 variations before being approved? Once the final shape and materials are defined, it is time to turn the plans into a real sneaker. But first, Nike adjusts the design according to the type of user and the conditions in which it will be used. Join us at the factory to discover how these designs become the sneakers that we will soon see in stores. Step number 2. Material selection. Now that the design is defined, it is time to choose the materials that will make Nike sneakers perfect. This step is very important, since the durability, comfort, and performance of each sneaker depend directly on the selected materials. Nike works closely with a global network of suppliers to ensure that only the best materials are used in their products. From the fabrics that form the upper part of the sneaker to the rubbers and foams that make up the sole, each choice is made with meticulous attention to detail. For example, in some models, such as the famous Air Jordan or Air Force, high-quality synthetic leather is used, selected not only for its elegant and premium appearance, but also for its durability and comfort. In the sole, special rubbers are used, designed to provide the best possible grip on various surfaces. In addition, the midsole foams are designed to offer maximum comfort and cushioning, which is essential for sports performance and daily use. All these materials are subjected to rigorous tests in laboratories to ensure that they meet Nike's high standards of quality and performance. With the materials selected and ready, it is time to create the first prototype of the sneaker. Let's see it. Step number 3. Prototype creation. We've reached one of the most interesting processes. After having the selected materials and the approved design, it's time to bring those ideas to reality. Using state-of-the-art tools, such as 3D printers and laser cutting systems, technicians and designers collaborate closely to build the first physical model of the sneaker. This prototype allows us to evaluate not only the fit and flexibility, but also the breathability of the material and the shock absorption on different surfaces. This process can last up to a month, during which the complete structure of the sneaker is meticulously assembled. The prototype is subjected to a series of rigorous tests, where key aspects such as sole resistance, grip, and overall durability are evaluated. In some cases, Nike gives these prototypes to athletes to test them in real conditions and provide feedback on their performance. Based on the results of these tests, it is sometimes necessary to make fine adjustments, such as modifying the shape of the sole or improving the cushioning system. These adjustments are crucial to refine every detail and ensure that the sneakers are not only functional, but also perfect for withstanding thousands of steps in various conditions. Once the prototype has been perfected and all adjustments have been made, it's time to go to the factory. Let's see it. Step number 4. Preparation for production. Everything is almost ready. Now we just need to prepare the machinery to manufacture thousands of sneakers daily. First, the factories are set up, and the machines in charge of cutting, assembling, and shaping each sneaker with precision are calibrated. Before large-scale manufacturing, pilot tests are carried out with a limited number of sneakers. This allows us to detect errors in assembly, verify the adhesion of materials, and adjust any detail that may affect the final quality. Customized tools and molds are also developed, which are essential to ensure uniformity in each pair produced. Sole molds, for example, can cost up to $100,000 due to their complexity and advanced materials. While the molds are being prepared, the assembly lines are optimized. Robotic arms and sensors are programmed to control each stage of the process, from gluing to final pressing. In addition, operators receive detailed instructions on the model to be manufactured, ensuring that the entire team is synchronized. With the machinery ready, the molds in place, and the pilot tests approved, Nike is ready for the big leap, mass production. Step number 5. Mass manufacturing. We've reached the most impressive process. With everything ready, it's time to start manufacturing the sneakers. The manufacturing process begins with the production of the soles, using special molds designed to give them the specific shape and texture. Rubber or EVA foam is used, lightweight and flexible materials that provide cushioning and comfort. The material is heated to high temperatures, pressed into the molds, and then goes through a cooling and edge-cutting process to ensure that each sole has the exact dimensions. Meanwhile, the uppers of the sneaker are prepared in another area of the factory. Large laser cutting machines precisely trim the materials, such as synthetic meshes or synthetic leather, which are then sewn and assembled to give them their final shape. When all the pieces are ready, the final assembly begins. A highly automated process with robotic arms and precision sensors that ensure uniform quality in each sneaker. Specialized machines join the upper to the midsole using a high-temperature gluing and pressing system. High-strength adhesives ensure a firm and durable bond, and in some models, the sole is sewn for added reinforcement. During this process, sensors and scanners verify that each part is correctly aligned. If a sneaker does not meet the standards, it is immediately discarded. In a single Nike factory, up to 25,000 pairs of sneakers can be produced per day. It's truly insane. Finally, the final details are added, such as the Nike logo, labels, reinforcements in key areas such as the heel and sides, and the laces. Each sneaker must be impeccable before moving to the next phase. However, before they reach the stores, they must overcome one last challenge: quality testing. Here it will be evaluated if each pair is truly ready to withstand thousands of steps without losing its shape or comfort. Let's see it. Step number 6. Quality tests and final adjustments. Before leaving the factory, each sneaker must pass strict quality controls to ensure that it meets Nike's standards. The process begins with a detailed visual inspection, where operators check seams, adhesives, and materials. It is also verified that the logo, labels, and reinforcements are correctly placed and that there are no imperfections in the shape or structure. Then, functional tests are performed. Flexibility and resistance are checked by applying pressure and bends at key points to ensure that the sole has adequate elasticity. The attachment between the upper and the sole is also inspected to confirm that the bond is firm and strong. For a more precise review, Nike uses laser scanners and sensors that detect minimal defects in the alignment of the parts. In addition, sampling tests are applied to each batch, selecting some sneakers at random to subject them to simulations of prolonged use in machines that flex them thousands of times. This ensures that they are durable without compromising comfort. Only sneakers that pass these tests are approved for sale. If any pair does not meet the standards, it is discarded or returned for adjustments. With all the checks completed, the sneakers are ready for their final phase: packaging and distribution. Let's see how they reach the whole world. Step number 7. Distribution and shipping. After the entire manufacturing process, Nike sneakers are ready to reach stores and the feet of their future owners. But first, they must go through a highly optimized distribution system. After passing quality tests, each pair is carefully packed in its official boxes. The packaging is checked to be in perfect condition to avoid damage during transport. Nike uses recycled materials in many of its boxes as part of its commitment to sustainability. Then, the sneakers are sent to strategic distribution centers on different continents. From there, the products are redistributed to physical stores and e-commerce warehouses. Transportation varies by destination. Some shipments are made by truck, others by ship, and for urgent deliveries or exclusive releases, by cargo plane. Nike optimizes its logistics with automated systems that organize shipments efficiently, ensuring that each package arrives in the shortest possible time. Once in stores, the sneakers are displayed and organized so that customers can see, touch, and try them on. The most exclusive models arrive in limited quantities and usually sell out in minutes. Thus, after a long process that includes design, manufacturing, and quality control, Nike sneakers are finally ready to be used anywhere in the world. To finish, tell us, were you surprised by everything involved in manufacturing a Nike sneaker? Leave your answer in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to discover more about these fascinating manufacturing processes.